The self-improvement or personal development is a $1 billion industry. I am sure we've all seen the ads advertising or asking us to attend seminars, self-help workshops, what have you. The bookstores are full of self-help books. So when I have attended some of these workshops in the past, usually they had to do with improving, oneself so that you can get a promotion, or improving yourself so that you can actually perform better at work. However, today I want to talk about how Black women can use self-empowerment to experience personal growth. So before we get started, I kind of want to talk about, or actually just discuss, a few definitions. According to Mind Tools, personal empowerment has to do with taking control over your life by making a decision, a positive decision, to make some changes, whatever you decide that they are and should be. So that's self-empowerment. I'll link the complete article, Mind Tools article, in the description box below. Personal growth. Personal growth has to do with the actual process that one takes, or the journey that one takes when you've decided that you want to make some changes, when you've decided that you no longer want to be where you are now and you want to be someplace else. Hi, sis. My name is Colette, and I created this channel as a safe space with you in mind. I help Black women to embrace new seasons of their lives with purpose and joy by pursuing resilience, practicing self-leadership, and pivoting towards entrepreneurship. If any of the things that I've said resonate with you, welcome to the community. At this point, I encourage you to grab a piece of paper and maybe something to write with, or grab your tablet if you use your tablet, or your phone to take some notes. Get comfortable. We're going to talk. You'll see me looking down. I'm looking down at my notes. So today we're going to talk about 4 practices that Black women can start today to begin their personal growth journey. The first practice is to really get to know yourself. And I know a lot of times when we think of who we are, it's the role we describe ourselves in terms of the roles we play. I'm a wife. I am a mother. I am a teacher. I am a doctor. Those are the roles that we play. That is not who we are. So the first practice of getting to know yourself, really, to me, that takes the most amount of time, because this is going to require some deep self-discovery. And you can just do this by journaling, you can do this by asking yourself a couple of questions. What do I want to do? Who do I want to be? And what I mean by that is, a lot of times we're doing things that we really don't want to do. We're doing them because we're trying to please somebody else. Somebody else asked us to do them. When we're dealing with self-discovery means taking all the boundaries off. If money and time were no object, what would you be doing right now? So when you start the self-discovery process, you want to devote some time, maybe an hour, 2, maybe even more. And you want to get in a quiet place, maybe put some music on. I personally like to just have it, quiet, and just write this out. Just ask yourself, if money were no object, money or time were not an object, What would I want to do? Where would I want to be? And that will help you to begin the journey of self discovery. Coaches and mentors can help you in this area as well. Um, Again, journaling is very, very beneficial in supporting this process. When I used to train leaders, managers, one of the things that I always challenged them to do, and this is like the very first day after they've gotten promoted, is to know thyself. Why do I say that? Because knowing yourself is extremely important. And it doesn't mean that you won't change, but you need to know yourself because you need to be able to lead yourself, whether you're in business, whether you're on the job, whether you're in church, you have to be able to lead yourself. And how can you lead yourself if you don't know yourself? And more importantly, when I was working, I managed managers. And that meant that I was responsible for their leadership and professional development in many areas. So, one of the questions I would pose to them is how can you lead others if you can't lead yourself? So, one, get to know yourself. I do a course, it's called Authentic Leadership, and I think I'll be offering it sometime soon. When I do offer it, I will announce it on the channel. But authentic leadership is not something just for people who are in leadership, management, and supervision. It's for individuals who want to understand and learn who they are. You hear some people say their true north, and this is a inner work that it takes some time. It takes some time. So that was number one. Number two, chart your path. And the reason why I say your path is because many of us, we're traveling on paths, but they're not our paths. Okay. We're out of alignment, but we're out of alignment because we don't really know who we are. And that's not our own fault. It's just how life is, the busyness of things. A lot of times we're doing things, we're just very busy, but we're not always intentional. So, one of the things about charting your path is becoming more intentional. Make a authentic assessment of where you are today, right now. And I just want to say that this is not about condemnation or judgment. So do not judge yourself. Be self compassionate. You just want to be able to know, I am here. Okay. And then make a decision where you'd like to be. And don't think about getting there and how you're going to get there and how all of that. That is not a part of this process. Just allow your mind to wander, to brainstorm or whatever helps you to enlarge your imagination. And in the word imagination is imagine. So take this time to imagine where you'd like to be. Okay. And this could be a small step or it could be something large. This is your decision. Okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And it doesn't mean that it won't change. The important thing is to just map out something very simple and start moving in the direction to where you'd like to be. It may be kind of scary because going in uncharted territories can be scary. And when people say, be fearless, I don't understand it because we all have fear. And to say that we don't have fear is intellectually dishonest. So what I say is do it anyway. Okay. Do it afraid. Start walking. Many of us do things that we're afraid to do all the time. We just don't have the time to think, I'm scared. So we just start moving, right? So start your path, start your journey. And you can start it when you get ready. Okay. And sometimes you may have to pivot. That's okay. Don't worry about it. You have to pivot. If you started it off one way and you don't end up going that way, it's okay. Sometimes we have to recalculate, and that's okay. Our path may not be a straight line, it may not be linear, and that's okay. There may be some ups and some downs and some zigs and some zags. The important thing is to keep moving, keep walking some kind of way. And when I say walking, it could be literal walk, it could be a figurative walk. Just keep moving. The other thing I want to say is sometimes you may need to take a rest. That's okay. This is not a race. This is just about progression. So that is number 2. Chart your path and walk on it. You hear people say, stay in your lane. Yes, find your lane and stay in your lane. Now, having said that, that doesn't mean your lane won't change. I'm at a point in my life where my path has changed. You may come to a different part in your life where your path will change. So your lane may change. Okay, so again, that's number 2. Number 3, protect your peace. I am going to say that again because it is so important. Protect your peace of mind. Protect it at all costs. For me, it means acting positively, speaking positively. Do I do it all the time? No. There's some times that I don't speak positive all the time, but I try to catch myself. In a prior video, I talked about the negative self-talk, and I'll link it here in the video. You want to remain as positive as possible, even when the circumstances may not be positive. Why? Because when you are positive, it changes your mindset, and it builds your confidence, and it helps you to move down the path that may be new for you. If you have negative thoughts and negative energy around you, that's a burden. And you want to be as light as possible so that when you are making these changes or transformations that you've decided to make, you don't have to worry about being burdened down. So protect your peace. Now, you may have to let go of some relationships, of people who they're good people, but they may pose a challenge to your peace. Maybe they talk negatively or they have negative energy all the time. Now, you do want to be there for folks and you want to lend an ear to people. You do. But you want to make sure that when you do lend an ear, that you're not taking on that person's energy. And I'm using the word energy in a way to explain a person's, maybe their continence is maybe a better word. You don't want to take it on because like happiness is contagious, sadness and negativity is contagious, and it gets on you and in you. I know for me, when I am dealing with a negative situation or maybe a negative conversation, it's heavy. It's heavy. And it takes a while for me to get back to my center. Okay? So protect your peace. Love people, don't judge people. Everybody is dealing with something. Deal with people with compassion. But when you're protecting your peace, you're dealing with yourself with compassion as well. So 3, is to protect your peace. And then number 4, okay, celebrate milestones. I don't care how small it is, celebrate it. If you took a step towards your goal or path or whatever, celebrate that. Celebrate it. Celebrate you and the decision you made to make whatever change it is. Whatever it is, it's personal, it's for you. Okay. And don't despise small beginnings. My little baby YouTube channel, my channel is maybe less than 30 days old. And I think I have like 45 subscribers right now. And I just get so excited when it adds one more, and then I have 46 or 40. Yeah, I celebrate it. I don't despise small beginnings. I understand that this is a process, and processes are not meant to be rushed. Why? Because there's learning that occurs. There is reflection that needs to take place. And sometimes, many times, there is correction that needs to take place. So don't despise small beginnings, celebrate your milestones, celebrate your progression along your journey, and just experience whatever transformation, whatever change that you have decided to make. Experience those stages. And I'm not saying that this is an easy process, by no means. Change is always a little something. Sometimes it's difficult, sometimes it's easy, but it does make us look at things differently sometimes. And that's okay. So hopefully these suggestions have been helpful. I plan to cover this area a little bit more in some future videos. And again, I plan to also uh, offer maybe some online courses to discuss some of these topics related to self-empowerment and personal growth. And again, this is about you. This is not about a job. It's not about a business. Now, having said all of that, it does not mean that your transformational journey or the result of your transformational journey will not um, will not benefit you on your job or benefit you in your business. And it doesn't mean that it won't benefit others, because other people do benefit from your change indirectly. When you are in a good mood and you are positive, anybody who's around you, they benefit from that change. So if you've enjoyed this video, do me a favor and give it a like and share the video. It helps the YouTube algorithm know that I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, and it presents the video as a suggestion to others who may be interested in the content. If you would like to see more content like this, consider subscribing to the channel. I would really welcome you to the community. I post videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you have suggestions on topics that you would like to see, post them in the comments. And if you have additional tips or tools that the community could use to help us on our personal growth journeys, also put those in the comments. Until we talk again, let's talk.